Dukes and Bell Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. We're live at Flowery Branch. Guys, we've turned the page after 48 hours of celebrating on Sunday.
Personally, I think it should be 72 hours, but that's just me.
And our big left tackle joins us, Jake Matthews, here with us, hanging out. Good win, man, on Sunday. And I want to start there, and we'll get into the Lions. But, Jake, man, you guys really stepped up offensively in the second half. I think it was Bijan who talked about coming into the huddle and, like, you know, you're like, we're going to get this fourth down and giving guys that confidence. Just talk about that moment and what it means as you guys try to set the tone here early in the season.
Yeah, like you said, great team win, just the ability to come back from being down and have that confidence. Like, hey, we're gonna go for it on fourth down and get this. We're gonna close this game out and win. I think it boosted our confidence a lot, and we matured a lot from it, and keep trending up.
It's fun to run the ball. Every lineman talks about more fun to go forward than go backwards. But this team, when you got guys like Tyler Algier and obviously Bijan just making a highlight reel, how much fun is it right now for you?
Yeah, they make us look pretty good. We take a lot of pride and open up holes for them because those guys are both, like you said, extremely talented. So let's get them in space and keep making highlights.
Right.
The improvement, are you seeing it week to week? Like, you go back at camp, right? We talk to you and you're like, hey, we got some potential. And then we get through camp, and then week 1 and week 2, where do you think the line is? How do you feel about where the group is right now?
Good. Definitely improving. Look at a guy like Bergeron who comes in. He's a rookie. I know what it was like starting early as a rookie and just how much he's developed, obviously playing next to him. And, man, he's a student for the game. You can tell he understands it. He gets it. Some guys don't pick it up as quick, but he is, and he's improving. That's the first thing I'd say. And then, as a front five, I think we're taking a lot of pride in what we're doing as an offense and kind of setting the tone, and we want to continue doing that.
It is Jake Matthews, guys, Falcons Pro Bowler with us going into year 10 in the NFL, man. I know. And I know I've said this to Jake the last few times we've had him on. Arch and I interviewed him back in the day. You showed up in those fancy Cayman boots of yours as not one say snot-nosed kid, but a big kid from Texas A&M. But yeah, 10 years. And to the contrast of Bergeron, who comes with, it seemed like in camp, a little bit of swagger, a little bit of edge, which is what you want in a lineman. How's the synergy with that dude?
Good. He sometimes that can rub you the wrong way, but I think he's hilarious. He actually gets me, the old man, cracking up. So, man, he's been a good addition. He gets the mindset and the attitude we want to have as an O-line, and I think he fits in great. Yeah.
Jake, I'm from Texas as well. You just got inducted into the Texas A&M Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Right on.
Thank you.
That is amazing. I will say this, a lot's changed at A&M, hasn't it? I mean, like, it looks completely different.
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
How was that experience, man?
It was really cool. My wife, Maggie, and my son, Beckett, went out to College Station and flew down there Friday. Kudos to them. She made basically a 24-hour trip there and back and still made it to our game to see us. So, yeah, she went up there and accepted it on my behalf. My parents were there, and she took my son up there, and it was really cool. I definitely felt like I was missing out sitting at home after Friday practice, but man, very honored and excuse me, humbled. That's a big-time university. A lot of really good players have come out of there, so I don't take it lightly.
Right. And unfortunately for guys like Jake now, I think they expect a bigger check now, Carl, every year. Ring of honor. Jake Matthews is with us here. So obviously a young quarterback like Ritter from last year being thrown in against the Saints at the Superdome to now, I mean, overcoming some mistakes in this last victory. Talk about his leadership, his presence in the huddle, everything else he's doing. How you like it?
What I've noticed is he's getting more and more comfortable. Just with his ability to call the play. We put, obviously a new game plan in today, and he's not off beat at all. He's right on track the way he's calling these, very complex formations and plays. And it's the first day we've installed him. And sometimes that can be the biggest thing is just getting the play out in the huddle. So and also the way he's playing, I think you look at that game the other day and he made a lot of really big time plays, and we expect that from him, and he's got all the leadership and ability. And, I expect him to keep being a great leader for us and player.
Jake, we got the Lions coming up. You guys, teams change. We were talking to Coach about this, and we played them last year. It's a different team, different defense, different guys. What are you seeing as you guys start to prep and get ready for these guys on Sunday?
Yeah, defensively, they are a try-hard group. We can't take them lightly at all. They've got guys out there who don't take plays off. They're going to finish, and we got the utmost respect for them. And then, obviously, our first road test of the year, and we're full expecting that place to be loud. There's a lot of hype there, and we got to be ready to fight for a fight when we get out there. So we'll be ready to roll.
You do anything differently on the road personally? 10 years in now,
Yeah.
what did you do year one, and what do you do now on the road? Is it different?
Year one, my head was spinning. I don't even remember what I would do back then. I'm pretty locked into my routine now,
Okay.
but man, no, on the road, routine wise, try to keep it the same.
Okay.
When you go to bed, what you eat, what you do, it's
Sure.
all about the same.
Is it fruit? Like, what do you do? Like, what are you eating?
I'm a big stir fry guy.
Okay.
The night before.
Okay.
Get some carbs in, some rice. Try to carb load for the next day.
You're gonna work it off, that's for sure.
I was gonna say, I mean, I know there is a curfew, but man, Detroit is a good food town. I mean, like Italian and all that. There's a million things to do.
Yeah. Man, I'm pretty boring, especially us O-line. We usually hang out in the meal room in the hotel.
Gotcha.
Watch football, make fun of each other, try to take the edge off before we go to bed. Yeah.
Exactly.
It is, if you just tuned in, guys, Jake Matthews with us, our player guest. Today we're live from Falcons every Wednesday. Yeah, man, Carl mentioned on the road for Desmond and for the entire group, the crowd noise, everything like that. I mean, are they wearing the blue ski masks this week? Is that part of the?
I don't even know if that thing
They were
happened
like
last week.
Yeah, they wanted. I could think of a few things I'd less want to do. I was a fan of the stand.
To each their own.
Right, but Hutchinson's a beast. And how they move him around? Are you facing him? How's it work out on Sunday?
Yeah, no, we're expecting to see him all over the place. He could be inside either edge, and like you said, really good player. So we got to be prepared, and I like our plans so far that we put in today, and we'll be ready to roll. Like I said,
Individually facing guys like that, you face a lot of great pass rushers. You've been in the league a while now. Do you study them more? Are you watching their footwork? Like, are there certain things as a left tackle, which is one of the premier positions in the league, that you do as you prepare for these guys individually?
Man, every guy is so good every week, and obviously he's one of the elite players, and I try to approach everyone the same. I got a routine of how I want to study them, their film, what their tendencies are. I don't think there's anything you make up new, but I'm always so diligent on top of it. Doesn't matter who you're playing. A guy you could think isn't good could get the best of you in this league. So you can't take anything for granted, and especially with a really good player like him, like you said.
We saw it at camp with some of the guys we brought in and the guys we drafted. It's a bigger physical team on both sides of the ball. One thing for sure, and the aggressiveness of Coach Hart. I mean, when you're in the huddle and you're going for it in the fourth down, is everybody just kind of? I know you bow up, but it's like, ooh, the juices get going.
Man, it happened so quick. I think we were all just like, all right, let's go. There was really no doubt, and we lined up and went and got it. So I didn't have any doubt. I felt pretty good about it.
Right.
You were like, let's go.
Yeah.
You got a nice view of watching Ritter go flying into the end zone on that scramble, on that design run.
Yeah, no, that's sometimes one of my favorite things is hopefully setting up a good block and then watching them go downfield and make those highlights, like we said.
Are you screaming at that point? Are you out there going, yeah? Are you saying anything? Or you just, I'm dead tired, I'm going to run down there?
Maybe a little bit of both. If it's a touchdown, yeah, I'll be a little vocal, but I'm trying to catch my breath.
It is Jake Matthews, guys, our left tackle, joining us. We got the Lions on Sunday. We're talking about all things Falcons. We asked this question to a couple of guys. Does it feel different? How does it feel compared to some of the other teams that you have been a part of? And again, you were part of a Super Bowl team, so
you've literally seen the good, the bad, and the ugly.
What does this feel like, at least early on in the season?
Yeah, like you said, it's early. We can't take anything for granted. But what I see with this team is we're a group of guys, unselfish guys who want to work hard and find a way to win no matter what. And that's all you can ask for in a good team is guys you can trust, and there's no egos. No one's, everyone's, hey, what do we got to do to win? It doesn't matter what it looks like. And
you feel that across the board, like offense, defense. I mean, I know you're mostly with the offensive guys, but you feel that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, in all seriousness, okay. I do. And just this third year with Art, the mindset and the culture he's brought in, I think we're definitely doing the stuff that he was talking about, making this team about. And and I can't reiterate enough. You know, it's only 2 weeks in. There's a lot more still to prove, and we're still very hungry.
It just seems like from the moment we were at camp and the mini camps, even the veterans, even guys like Calais Campbell, like bought in, and you got that. You know, you've been a leader on this team for years. Grady's been a leader on this year for years. It just seems like there was a mission. And we're saying it just 2 games in, but there's a new attitude, a new vibe here.
Yeah, and what just keeps coming back to my mind is, hey, this game is about winning. Let's find a way to win, no matter what it takes. If we got to win 10-7 or 45-40, it doesn't matter. We're an unselfish group, and we just want to play hard and win.
Before we let you go, playing for Art, former offensive lineman, does he come into you guys' meetings? Does he? And what does he say? Like, because I get the sense like he's always kind of sticking his head in there, being a former offensive lineman.
He'll pop in occasionally. Usually has some good comedy when he comes in too. We're a group that likes to
buzzballs.
Yeah. Point out insecurities in others sometimes and make each other laugh. But no, he gets it, man. And just with the way he runs our offense and the mindset and what he brings, it's a lot of humor, but also, hey, let's get to work. And this is what the goal is this week. This is what we're attacking. And, you know, I love that about him.
Right. And nobody else decided to follow the mustache vibe.
Drake is laughing.
No one has yet. I think Chris did for a couple of days of camp, and it wasn't a good look. So there wasn't much there.
Did you tell him it wasn't a good look, or he realized it wasn't?
I think a bit of both.
Hey man, we appreciate you. Hope the baby's doing well. We've told the story being in Carolina last year. How crazy that was, but baby's good.
Doing great, yeah. 10 months and almost 10.5 months now, yeah.
Wow. Crazy time flies.
Again, congrats on the old Texas A&M award.
Thank you.
You got it.
Thanks for stopping by. Good luck on Sunday, brother.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Jake Matthews, guys, here on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game, left tackle for our Falcons, and we got a matchup against the Lions on Sunday. You heard him say, you know, he feels like, Mike, the line's growing. It's getting better.
Right.
He doesn't want to overhype this, and I'm with him on this. Right. But
perspective.
But he knows. You don't think he knows?
Well, it's been a long time since the team started 2-0.
Right.
You know, it's been 6 seasons.
Correct.
You know,
correct.
So, and again, 10 years that he's now been, you know, the mainstay on the line, and I just love, you know, the attitude, and it's, you know, again, and he's always been pretty modest with us as far as, you know, talking about the things where he gets embarrassed when we ask about, you know, this and that. But he's real, and I think that's the thing. And I love this stuff about Bergeron because again, we didn't want to project because you got to earn the spot. And we hated to see, you know, Matt Hennessy.
He's got a nasty streak.
You and I you noticed him from the jump. You saw him, and you saw the attitude, and you saw, and as Jake says, how many times have you and I over the last, you know, 10 years been working together, talk about, you know, Todd McClure and those old offensive lines with Harvey Dahl and Clabo. There's just a nastiness to it and the aggressive nature. Just seems like we got that cooking right now.
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can answer the call Sunday. He said, and I think Art's getting them ready for this, guys. It's going to be a tough environment. Like the Lions fans are buying into whatever is going on with that team and the hype, just like we're buying into our team.
Right.
The noise at the stadium and the environment is getting better, and it's changed over the last couple of weeks. So he knows it's going to be a tough situation.